Hello, it is Beauty Guru, just Rue. I am back for another of my using every single shade in a palette series, and today we are dipping into the Devour palette. So this is still a tried and true of mine. I love this palette. The fallout is so minimal. The shades are gorgeous. These three shades are insane, but literally everything in this palette is amazing. One of my favorite palettes probably for forever. I love this palette. I'm so excited to play with it. This is actually look number 1. I just finished filming that. So now I'm here saying, hey, thanks for checking out another one of my videos. I hope you enjoy the looks I create, and let's go ahead and hop right in. Hey guys, let's hop into the first look. So I was thinking I wanted to use these shades on the top and then maybe a little bit of Trap. This will probably be a 2-look video just because of the size of the palette, but we're gonna start with the top row. We might skip Gruesome and save it for the next look. But yeah, so let's hop into the mattes first. We might bring in Snap. I don't really know yet, but I also recently did a green and red look, so we'll see. For now, let's dip into Devour and Carnivore. I have a little bit of face tape that I just want to use. I want this to be a pretty sharp look, so we're just going to plop that on. I put it on my hand just so it wouldn't be so tacky, so it doesn't hurt when I pull it off. And I think that looks pretty even. We're only doing one eye for now, but I figure putting the tape on at the same time, just the smart thing to do. Let's go ahead and prime with the Morphe. I didn't prime yet because I wanted to put the tape on first. I think I grabbed enough for both eyes, so I'm just gonna prime both eyes right away as well. I just use my finger. I used to use a brush, but it's just not necessary. I should use a brush. It looks more professional, but whatever. And then I also forgot to pull out my brushes, so I'm gonna do that really quickly. Just pick out what brushes I think I'll need for the day and lay them out. I'm already dropping things. Okay, our eyes are primed. We've got our tape on. Let's jump in. So we're gonna start with the shades that I mentioned before, Devour and Carnivore. I'm gonna start with Carnivore, which is the more deep brownish red, and we're just gonna put it on the outer corner here. So today I basically just have a bunch of housework to do, as well as some probably like for my small business, some computer work that I need to do, prep some social media posts and that sort of thing. And then I think I'm going to see Freakier Friday today, which I'm pretty excited for. I'll probably throw on the OG Freaky Friday while I'm doing some cleaning, just to kind of get a refresher before I go see it. And for now, I'm just kind of packing it in. I feel like there's some patchiness. Do you see that? I think I got it. Cool. Next, we're gonna go into Devour. I do think I want a light shade, so I probably will go into Snap. It's fine. We're gonna do a nice dark moody look. It'll be good. So for now I'm gonna pack it kind of closer to the lid, like right in the crease, and then I'll probably blend it up just to try and make it a little less intense for the inner half of the crease. So now that it's packed, I might grab a transition shade from another palette. You know what? We're just gonna use my setting powder and we're just gonna plop that on the top. I might top it with a shimmer after, but this will just help me blend it out a little bit. Alright, going back into Devour, the lighter red, the more true red. I'm just gonna blend the edges a little bit. I'm not dipping back into the shade, I'm just blending it out. So I'm going to, what all am I gonna do today? I should probably put some of my laundry away. I should sort through some of my clothes and get rid of a few things. Not much. I very much hold on to my clothing. I don't like to get rid of things, although I might sort a little bit. Yeah, I really like how that's blending out a little bit. But I have to clean my kitchen. It is kind of a disaster right now, which I don't love. I'm also gonna blend out that first shade, Carnivore, a little bit. There was still a lot of that shade on the brush. I should have wiped it off. That's okay. It's gonna be a very intense look, and that's fine. Okay, I wiped the brush off, so I'm just gonna touch it up just a little bit more here. And since I wiped the brush off, I'm gonna just blend everything at the top. That's cute. I think that's all we're doing for mattes though, so super easy. Next we're gonna go in with my glitter primer, putting a tiny bit on my hand, and we're gonna go in with a flat brush. I swear I always use the same brushes right now. because I don't have a large selection, and the ones that I use are the ones that I like. Just putting that on the whole lid other than the very outer edge, something like that. So for the lid, we're gonna go in with Demolish and Ravage. We're gonna start with Demolish, which is the purple shimmer, and we're gonna put that on the outer. I was gonna do the inner, but let's do the outer because I think what I put on my inner corner is gonna blend better with the red. So this is gonna take up about 2/3 of the lid just because I already have a lot of red in the look. And next we're gonna go into Ravage. And we're just gonna put that on the rest of the lid, just on the inner part. And I'm gonna blend these together. Not too much fallout on this palette, which is really nice. Next, we're gonna go in with Trap. And that's gonna go on my inner corner. See how it's more red on the eye, whereas it's kind of green in the palette? Because with how much red on my eye, it's really pulling out the red. But also, I was very surprised by that shade because it really does lean more red when it's not in the palette. One of the other ones leans more green. Cute. Okay. Next, we're gonna do, I think I want to take Snack and put that on my brow bone. I think that'll be really cute. That one should have the green shift, if I remember correctly. No, I think Bite does. I wanted the green shift, but it's too late now. That's okay. That's cute. And then I think I want to take off the tape. Looking cute. Just gonna clean this up because I think I want to keep my lower lash color just kind of in the center. So I'm just taking a little bit of my makeup remover, just on like Kleenex, to clean up right here. Now for my lower lash line, I think I'm gonna take a little bit more of my glitter primer. I think we're gonna put Demolish, the purple shimmer, under there. I think that'd be really cute. So I'm just going in with this angled brush, just with the tiniest bit of glitter primer, and we're just putting it in the middle. Then we're gonna go into Demolish and just pack it on. Okay, I think that looks really cute. I think that's all I'm doing for eyeshadow. So I'm gonna hop off, do a liner, mascara, maybe a lash, finish the other eye, finish my face, and then I'll hop on to show you the completed look and tell you what I used to finish off. Hey guys, we are back with the completed look. I am absolutely feeling this look. I keep looking in the mirror. I feel so pretty. I love how my hair turned out. I got a real fancy blow dryer with a diffuser for my birthday, which apparently if you have curly wavy hair, it's a game changer, which I am now seeing. I don't know if my hair has ever looked this good. Growing up, I didn't know my hair type, but that's a story for a different time. It was not good. Now, my hair is one of my favorite features. Anyways, let's just get into how I finished this look so we can hop into the next one. So, for my foundation and primer, I went in with this combo. This is honestly my dream combo. I love these two products together. I put the primer on, let it sit for a few minutes, then do the foundation. I freaking love it. So lightweight. It just does a small color correct. It's not too heavy. I don't really feel it on my face. Love, love, love these two together. This one's almost empty. I'm gonna need to go buy more. I think I still got a bit of this guy. We'll see. But that's how I did my face. I also used this combo. I used the tiniest bit just under my eye. I used 2 little dots of this and 1 dot of this just to deepen it a tiny bit. So this one is the Juvia's Place in shade 24. And then this one is the e.l.f. Hydrating Cameo Concealer in Light Sand. I really like these two as a combo, just the tiniest bit of it. I don't do a ton of face makeup, but that little combo is great. For setting powder, this is the only one I have. It's been doing the job. I don't think I'd repurchase it. I will need to find something else. I used to really like the e.l.f. one, but this is like Unearthly Cosmetics. Yeah, just the translucent setting powder. It's fine, but I don't think I would repurchase it. And then to finish off my eyes, I just used the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Piggy Bank, my e.l.f. Lash and Roll Mascara. The lashes I got were just off Amazon, honestly. For my cheeks, I of course had to go into my Devour collection. So I did both the blush and highlighter from here. So I used Slay and delicate. It just felt fitting. I'll probably do this for my next look too, just because I'm using the collection anyways. Now for lips, I really tried to use these from the Devour collection, but like I put them on. I hate when it doesn't dry down. I have a really hard time with that kind of product. So this one was in Chomp. This was the liquid lipstick, and then I tried to do a gloss. This one is Ruin, and when I was diffusing my hair, I touched it and it just got real messy, and I was like, I can't do that for an entire day. I think if I did like just a lip liner with a gloss, I'd probably be okay, or if I use these lipsticks and I set them down with a powder like an eyeshadow, they do okay, but they're not my favorite. I really am a dry down lip girly. I literally went and washed a straw for my drink thinking I was going to use these, and by the time I finished diffusing my hair, I just had to like get it off and put something that would dry down on. No hate to these products. If you like this type of formula, these are gorgeous colors, they're great, and I have found ways to use them so they're not just sitting in my collection. But after that fiasco, I just needed something easy, so I went in with my tried and true Blend Bunny. This one is in the shade Tease. I want every single shade of this formula because it dries down, no transfer. This is my kind of formula. This is what I live for. If I'm putting something colored on my lips, this is my tried and true. Absolutely love this. So that's what I put on my lips after the fiasco of trying to have a wet lip. I'm just not a girl that can do it. Again, if I just put a gloss on, it kind of is similar to a chapstick, not really, but enough so that if I like touch it, it's not a big mess. But if I do like a lipstick and then a gloss, it's just too messy for me. I'm not a fan. Can't do it. That's just me. But yeah, that is how I finished off the look. I absolutely love it. I feel so freaking cute, and yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and hop into look number 2. Okay, let's hop right into look number 2 using the Devour palette. So the shades I have left to use are gonna be Consume, Instinct, Pray, Snap, and Bite, and then Gruesome. So those are all the shades I have to use. We'll see if I dip into anything else. To get started, we're just gonna start with Snap, and then I think we'll use Pray, and then Gruesome. So that's gonna be the first order of business. So I think with Snap, I kind of want to just blow it out and put it all over the lid, not the lid, the crease, and pull it up pretty far. So I'm going to start by packing it all over the entire crease, and then I'll blend it up. I think pretty high is what I want to do. So today I'm honestly just going to be working on some new products for my small business. So it's going to be a garage day. I'm going to be, after I'm done filming and doing my content, I'm gonna be in the garage. I'm working on some new items. I want to have at least 3 new items done in time for September. So I'm just gonna do like a prototype of 3 different things just to start photographing and prepping for like my email list and that stuff. And then I'm also gonna do some cleanup in the garage because it kind of fell behind when I was vending at K-Days, which is like my city's version of a big carnival event type thing. It was like 10 days of insanity, mostly not good insanity. I did not really enjoy my time. I don't plan to go back as a vendor, at least not in the near future. I was doing a bunch of prep before K-Days, so my garage is kind of a mess. So I want to spend a little bit of time in there cleaning today because I don't think the 3 prototypes are gonna take all day. So that's kind of my plan, and then if I have any time after that, maybe I'll do some video editing, maybe I'll work on business content, or who knows what. I'm just kind of winging it. But those are my main goals for the day. Alright, so something like that for Snap. Next we're gonna dip into Pray, which is that teal shade, like turquoisey teal. And I just want to put that more in the center of the crease. We'll pull it out a little bit. Kind of like that, I think. There is a little more fallout with this look compared to yesterday's, but I also had tape, so maybe the tape caught some of it, but it'll still be easy cleanup, and it's not an excessive amount of fallout. I always recommend doing the eyeshadow first, just because of fallout. I prefer cleaning it up, and I want a third fluffy brush that's this size. But I don't want to use those for 2 shades because I have to do my other eye, and I just don't want to wipe it off. Alright, I have this brush from the Hip Dot My Chemical Romance, their first collab together. It's a bit big for my eye, but we're just gonna try it out. I've literally never used this brush, but it looks really soft and nice. I'm gonna use Consume, which is that really dark green, almost black. Maybe it is black. I feel like it has a small green undertone in it, but maybe not. And we're just gonna pack that on the outer corner. I think I picked up more than I needed. That does look nice though. Yeah, this brush really did pick quite a bit up. Just gonna wipe the brush off so that I can blend it out without bringing more black into the center. I think it does have a slight green tone to it. So now that I wiped the brush off, I'm just gonna blend it a little bit. This looks super pretty. All right, I know there's a lot of fallout, but like I said, fallout does not bother me. I'll clean it up after. Let's start doing some shimmers. I'm just going in with my NYX glitter primer, and we're just gonna grab a small flat brush. I'm gonna use the flat brush to apply the glitter primer just on my lid, something like that. Okay, now for shimmers, we have to use Gruesome and Instinct. Those are gonna be my lid colors, and then I think I'm gonna use Bite for my inner corner and my brow bone, and then I don't know what I want to do under the eye yet, so we will see when we get to that. So we'll start with Gruesome on the outer part of the lid, Instinct for the inner part, and Bite we'll use on my, just had to double check that was the shade I was missing. Bite we'll use on the inner corner and brow bone, and then I'll probably clean it up a little bit and decide what to do for the under eye. So we'll go into Gruesome first, which is that gray, like bronzy shade. That's a really nice shade. I feel like that all over the lid for like going out clubbing. Like the gold specks in it. I feel like I've used it before, but not enough, that's for sure. Honestly, this would have been gorgeous on the first look too. I feel like this shade could go on any like dramatic eye look and look incredible. That's so stunning. We're gonna go into Instinct for the other half of my lid. I also love this shade. I love teals and like turquoises. So pretty. I'm just blending the 2 shades together a little bit. And we're gonna go ahead and do my inner corner with Bite as well as my brow bone. Yeah, that looks really pretty there. And on the brow bone, just grabbing a brush that has literally nothing on it just to kind of brush it away just a little bit. All right, we're gonna go ahead and clean up under my eye so that we can decide what to do for the rest of the look. All right, I'm just dipping into Consume a little bit more. I just want to blend it with this shimmer just a little bit, trying to be a lot more light-handed because of how much it picked up that first time. All right, I think I'm pretty happy with how that's coming along. I think my eye's watering a little bit. So we're just gonna keep the inner corner more centered, same as I did with yesterday, or look number 1. I think I'm just gonna go in with a shimmer. I think we'll do the black shimmer again, like that bronzy shimmer. So I'm just going in with a little bit of glitter primer, especially since my eye is watering. And just going back into Gruesome. Yeah, I quite like that. Just pulling Bite out a little bit more to blend into that Gruesome shade. And I think that's pretty much it for eyeshadows. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off, finish off the eyes, do my face, and then I'll come back and let you know what I used to complete this look. And we are back with the completed look. She's feeling cute. I like her. I think the last look was my favorite for this video, but I really like this one too. So hard choice. To finish off this look, all of my face makeup was the same aside from what I'm gonna tell you right now. So for my finishing off my eyes, I used the same mascara. I used the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Catsuit, and then my lashes were just off Amazon. For face, like I said, everything was the same. I also reused the Devour highlight and blush, so same as my first look as well. Lips, I ended up using one of the ones from the Devour collection, partially because I'm not going anywhere, so if it like comes off, it's not a huge deal. So this one is in Yummy, but like I was saying earlier in the video, I do like to set it with with a eyeshadow. So I went ahead and set it with Gruesome, and I think it looks really cute. Once you set it, there's not so much transfer. There's a little bit, but like a lot better. So yeah, that's kind of how I utilize lipsticks that don't dry down, because I just can't do it otherwise. It's a me problem, not a formula problem. But yeah, that is how I finished off my look. Everything else was exactly the same as the last look. So I'm gonna zoom out. We'll do a quick little chat about the palette, and then that'll be that. Okay guys, so those were 2 looks using the Devour palette from Unearthly Cosmetics. This palette is honestly such a staple in my collection. It's so easy to play with. I don't think I've ever disliked a look I've done using this palette. It's so pretty. I honestly wouldn't change anything about this one. I am really happy with how everything performs in it. I love the combo of the reds and greens for like a nice holiday look. I love the deeper tones that can kind of make it more of a dramatic going out look. Like, you can really get a lot out of this palette, which I really appreciate. These 3 shades are just so fun and unique to my collection. Honestly, this palette is probably always going to be a favorite of mine. I really love it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, feel free to give me a like or leave a comment down below. Let me know which look you liked better of the 2. And if you want to see more of my content, it'd be super cool of you to subscribe. And if not, that's cool too. And hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye!